Hello, Reformed Mythologist Nate Morgan-Locke here to do a reaction video to the 1980s cartoon Thundercats. It is, of course, the greatest opening sequence of any television program ever, but particularly of 1980s cartoons, which had some pretty good ones. Now, we're going to play the whole thing, about 1 minute 17, so you can just refamiliarize yourself with the glory that is this opening sequence, and then we'll dive in, go over it, and see the amazing theology and the symbolism and the rich mythos that is there within the Thundercats story. So, here we go. See what I mean? Absolute glory. Now, we're going to go back through it. It's worth saying that compared to many of the other 1980s Saturday morning cartoons that were available alongside Thundercats, this one is all about the visual storytelling. So lots of them have, this is He-Man, and then He-Man comes and speaks to you, calling himself Adam, and he explains who he is. Same with Dungeons and Dragons. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, their theme song involves an explanation of who all the characters are and what they're like. But the Thundercats one does pretty much everything with the visuals. So it's about the cinematography, it's about the iconography, it's about the symbolism which is in every single frame of this 1 minute 17 seconds introduction. So we're going to go through it. Maybe not going to go through every single frame, that might take forever, but it's all glorious. Anyway, we'll carry on. Here we go. So it opens with red, and then we have this kind of light sequence that breaks open to reveal this Thundercats logo. Okay, so it's already symbolic. It's just this strong kind of side profile image of a big cat looking aggressive and mean. That's your opening shot. Opening shots are important in anything you're watching. Okay, opening shots matter. We move on to discover that this is now a red light passing through the stars and through the heavens. Okay, and then a planet comes into view, and the light is then going to kind of come across the planet. Okay, so something between heaven and earth, right? From the heavens comes this red light. Where's it going? It's heading for a mountain. Okay, so the highest point on this planet, the summit, okay, there is going to be the high point of the earth is going to meet with the thing which is coming down from the heavens, right? So heaven and earth, the Hyros Gamos, I think it's called, the marriage of heaven and earth, the meeting point of heaven and earth is happening right now. 8 seconds in, this red light sort of beam force is going to come down to the mountain. And what is at the top of the mountain? Stop right there. There's a man on top of a mountain. Now, if you've seen our Ruken figure video, I talk about The Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog by Caspar David Friedrich, and that is a man standing above a mountain, the true heroic position. We see him from behind. Check out that video to find out exactly what's going on with the Ruken figure. But the key point is you've got a man who has ascended to the highest point of the earth, who is now meeting with heaven and earth. And who is this man? Well, he's not really a man. He's a Thundercat. He is, see if I can pause it in the right point, he is Lion-O, the Lord of the Thundercats. okay? The lion, the king, the Lion King, Lord of the Thundercats, man, is standing at the top of the mountain between heaven and earth, acting as the meeting point for this great force, if you like, or this great light is coming to meet with earth as Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats, is right there on top of the mountain, right? And we see he's got something in his hand, right? Just stop there. Look at that picture of him. He's a proper hero. Okay, but then we see, okay, he's holding something. This is the hilt of the Sword of Omens. Now, inside the Sword of Omens, in the hilt, is this red gemstone, sort of sentient, powerful gemstone called the Eye of Thundera. That's going to be important, right? But the key thing is it's a sword. It's a man on top of the mountain with the sword. And the sword is going to he's going to look through it, and you'll see the hilt grows around his eyes. It's going to give him sight beyond sight. Insane, right? Sight beyond sight with a sword. Remind you of anything, right? Let's have a look at it. Let's actually have a look at it. It's Hebrews 4:12 and 13. That's exactly what you're thinking, right? The word of God is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even dividing soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. Next verse, nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. The sword of omens is the sight, the vision to see all things. Everything is uncovered. And then the sword of the Lion King, Lord of the Thundercats, is going to pierce the heart and lay waste all before his vision. Right? So we go back to it. Let's carry on. Okay. Now he's going to say thunder, thunder, Thundercats, ho. Every time he says thunder, that sword's going to get longer. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats, ho. Awesome pose, right? Every single anime you've ever seen is based upon the glory that is this opening sequence, right? We don't know who this guy is, but everything tells us he is the hero, right? We'll continue. He is now going to send out from this sword a symbol, the symbol that we saw at the very beginning, that has come down to earth. He is now going to send that out into the sky from the top of his mountain, okay? And that sort of symbol goes out. There it is. And what does that remind you of? What does this remind you of? Batman, right? It's the bat symbol, okay? The symbol of hope, the symbol of justice, the symbol that evil will meet its day of judgment, okay? And it is the symbol of hope. So what else goes up in the sky when you're thinking about the Bible, right? So that Psalm 19, the heavens declare the glory of God. Day after day, the skies proclaim. Okay, they pour forth speech. So as we look up into the heavens, what did God put in the heavens? Remember Genesis 9? He puts his rainbow, his symbol of his justice and his salvation. Okay, the hope is the symbol of the rainbow. Okay, and this is now, are they going to heed the call? Are they going to respond? Well, let's see. First up to respond is Tigra. Profile pic. He's based on a tiger. Lion-O's based on a lion. You'll see how the Thundercats work if you're not already familiar with it very, very soon. But here's Tigra. He's looking. He's looking up. He sees. He's heard the call. He's seen. And he wants to respond. Up next is Chitara, based, of course, on the cheetah. She sees, looks up, responds. Panthro, based on the panther. He sees and responds. Wily Kit, not necessarily based on any particular type of kitten, but this shows this diversity of people, right? The Thundercats, some tigers, cheetahs, etc. And now age, diversity of ages. Okay, Wily Kit followed by a twin brother, Wily Cat. Okay, so gather all the generations. Everyone should respond to this call. This is what a true church ought to be, okay? An all-age service. And there is Snarf, okay? Snarf, who is the scaredy cat of the Thundercats, and he's responding to the call too. So as the Lion King Lord on the mountain with the sword which sees all and which pierces everything, as he sends out his symbol, all those who respond are gathered to him, right? We'll see them gathered to him in a minute as we then go through the characters. Now, this is a great bit of animation. This is a brilliant piece of cinematography. You'll watch now as Snarf is going to go off screen. Okay? Off screen. And the tail, we'll just go back just as little as we can. Right? Snarf, his tail is there. And it's going to make a little whip of the tail. And then what's the transition? The transition is to 3 circles. What are these 3 circles? What's going on here? Oh, it's being held in the fist of someone. Oh, it's Tigra. It's a whip. Right, he's making a whip, which is what the cat's tail just did, right? So a brilliant little piece of cinematography, a great whip round. Okay, what's up next? Then we've got Tigra with the whip. Now, think, what does a whip represent? Well, that represents the cleansing of the temple, right? That's what Jesus does when he goes to the temple and he finds the moneylenders and people are making money out of it, and he turns over the table. So Tigra turns into a cruciform figure jumping through the sky. We'll come back to in a minute. Out from the undergrowth. There's so much going on here. We said we weren't going to go frame by frame. We pretty much are. Out comes the Thunder Tank, okay, which is part animal because it's got this big jaw at the front, and it's being driven by Panthro, who's more of the kind of mechanically minded, right, guy. He's going to drive the Thunder Tank out from the earth, bursting forth from the earth, and then Tigra joins him, right, the two of them together. Look at this shot. It's so perfect, okay? The camera is placed at the side of the Thunder Tank, and we're going to see the little stones and dust that's kicked up by it, and we're moving forward with the Thunder Tank. And then we see on the horizon the bad guys that they're going to go and get, okay? So that's a brilliant shot. Putting the camera there is genius, right? Absolute genius. And there's Panthro with his nunchucks. He does a big kick, and then, here she comes, right? The one who is the cheetah, the light. Okay, she is going to run through this battlefield as a beam of light zooming across. Look, she runs. There's Chitara. She then jumps in cruciform, balletic, gymnastic, beautiful, a little smile, and then she spins her bow staff. Okay, so we've had the bow staff, we've had the sword, we've had the nunchucks, we've had a whip as well, but you're thinking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know you are, right? Anyway, so there's Chitara. Here comes Wily Cat, swinging through the trees. He throws some little balls of some sort. What's going on there? Oh, they're exploding. Oh, this is part of their attack. There's Wily Kit. She's swinging in on a vine. She does the same thing. And then we're back to Lion-O at Thundercats' lair, and we're going to gather everyone together. Here we go. Lion-O, joined by Tigra, Chitara, Wily Cat, Panthro, Snarf, and then who is this figure? Jaga, or however you're supposed to say it. He is the one who is the mentor, the Lion-O, the Lion King Lord, right? He's the one he's always speaking to, okay? Now, he doesn't actually come down onto this planet, but he is going to be the one who is giving the wisdom to Lion-O. So there we are. We've got the good guys, okay? We're 56 seconds into this intro, and then, it's nighttime. There's some red eyes. There's a sort of bat-like creature with sharp teeth. There's a sort of odd, scaly, kind of reptilian sort of thing, and then someone in a dark hood. We can't see their eyes. They open their eyes, and they are a mummy. Mum-Ra, the ever-living, covered in the grave clothes, and then, boom, lightning bolts, and the symbol, of course, is a serpent. I think these might be the bad guys. So there's Mum-Ra. Okay, rah! Look, he's got sharp nails, and he's going to send out his force. But then Lion-O, there he goes. He's ready to defend with the Sword of Omens. So much good stuff. He's going to fight against evil, even when they live in a strange electro-lightning pyramid of darkness and death. He's going to destroy that. And then out comes that Sword of Omens again with the symbol of Thundera right slap bang in the middle and the Thundercats logo. That's the way to finish. It's glorious. maybe you think there are other children's cartoons, opening titles, or TV shows that you think come anywhere near this. Please leave a comment below and we can have a chat about it. But this one I give to you, the Thundercats from 1985. It's glorious. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Reformed Mythologist Nate Morgan Locke. I'm glad you were here.